Hi, my name is Ines Wendler. I am teaching geology and paleontology at the University of Bremen in Germany. Right now we're sitting here at Stevns in Denmark, and we look at this outcrop that's composed of chalk sediment that was deposited in the Cretaceous. The chalk is this white stuff here. It's used for writing at chalkboards. It's also used for toothpaste, for example. But it's actually pretty amazing stuff if you look up close, because it's composed entirely of little microfossils. So if you use a lens and you go very close, you can actually see some of these. Some of them are really small and you have to use a microscope or even an electron scanning microscope. But some of them you can see with your hand lens. And these are, for example, foraminifera. Well, foraminifera are little unicellular organisms that build a calcareous shell, and there are two types of them. Some live in the water column, they float, and they're called planktonic foraminifera. And their colleagues, they're called benthic foraminifera, they live on the seafloor. So they actually live on top of the sediment or even within the sediment. And they built their walls out of different materials. Some use little quartz grains or other material, and some make their shells out of carbonate. So they have different chambers that they make, different arrangements, and they look actually very pretty. So these are part of these microfossils that you can find in here. Most of those little microfossils are coccoliths, and these are little skeletons of algae-like, we could call them algae actually. They do photosynthesis, but they have this calcareous shell around them. And when they die, the shell sinks to the seafloor and it accumulates there and it builds the sediment. So most of that is made up of these coccoliths. What else can we see? If we look at the rocks here, we can see little like stem-like features with a net-like structure, and these are called bryozoans. These are also very abundant in these sediments. They built little calcareous structures, and with their little tentacles, they filter food particles out of the water.